Okay, we're going to take several samples of different solutions that kind of all look the same. They're all clear and colorless. And we're going to try and test the pH. Now we're going to test the pH using these pH strips. They're orange paper and they come in these little containers, and the containers have a reference on the side, a color reference that tells you what pH they refer to. So if the pH paper is a really, really dark red, it'll be a low pH. If it's kind of an orange yellow, it'll be in a middle pH, kind of a neutral pH. And then if it's a green or even a dark blue, it'll be a higher pH. It'll be more basic. So let's go ahead and test some of these samples. Here's the first sample that I have. So I'll go ahead and I'll dip in the pH paper. You just got to dip it a little bit. And I take a look at it, and it looks to me like the color that it most closely matches is the pH 3. That's to me what it looks like. The pH 2 is a little bit too dark a red, and it looks like it's not orange enough to be 4, so it looks like it's a pH of 3. So I'm going to stick this beaker around about under the pH 3. So we'll kind of remember that for later. I'll put the pH paper down. We're going to do another solution here. And we're going to run the pH paper. Just going to dip it in really quickly. Whoa. So that's quite a blue pH. So I would argue that's about as high as it goes. Maybe a not so high. Maybe it's about a pH of 11, I think. So I'm going to give that a pH of 11. So I'm going to put that under the pH 11 there and drop the pH paper beside it. Got another solution here. And we're going to dip the pH into it. Okay. And it's coming up around about pH 8. Maybe a little bit of pH 7 going on. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm going to put it more in the pH 8 category. Okay. Put its pH paper down in front of it. Got another solution here. And we'll test the pH of it. Yeah, so this solution looks like it's right around pH 7. It's kind of the best we can do. So I'm going to put its pH right under the neutral, moving a little bit over. And then the very last solution, right here, we'll dip it in. And that's quite a red pH. That's the most red that we can really get. That's about a pH 1. So I'm going to put that in the pH 1 category. So it looks like, to me, it looks like we've got two bases, one that's quite basic, and then one that's just a little bit basic. That was that pH 8 that we were thinking of. One substance that's neutral, and that was distilled water. I took that. That was the distilled water that I took from our bins on the lab benches here in Science Park. And then we've got two acids, kind of one at pH 1 and one at pH 3. Now remember, each pH unit represents 10 times more acid or 10 times more basic, as depending on which direction we're going to go. So if we compare our two acids, one is a pH of 1 and one is a pH of 3. That's 10 times for each pH unit. So the pH 3 is less acidic, the pH 1 is more acidic, and the pH 1 is 10 times 10. So it's two sets of 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. It's 100 times more acidic as pH 1. And then the pH 3 is 100 times less acidic. So let us know if you have any questions. Hopefully this was kind of helpful.